Welcome. What I want to do today is show you how to do multiplication of two integers. So what I have here, my first example is 6 times 3. Now there's a couple ways we can represent 6 times 3. Here I have them in two parentheses. And when we have two numbers in parentheses, or whenever we're putting anything in parentheses, and there's no operation in between them, we're going to assume it's multiplication. A couple other ways that we can represent multiplication. A lot of times we can represent it with a dot. This little funny thing looks there. And then the old way is kind of like the, with the cross. But we kind of get out of that as we start to move forward in mathematics and use an x as a variable, so that x really doesn't really apply. This is more common, especially, using on a computer. But usually the dot and the parentheses are what we're most often going to use. So what multiplication really means is kind of multiple addition. And multiple addition of a number. So what this really says is I am going to add a set of 3 6 times, or a set of 6 3 times. So really what I mean is I could say add 6 plus 6 plus 6. So I'm going to add it 3. I'm going to have 3 sets of 6 I'm going to add. Or I could add 6 sets of 3, which would be 3, 3, 3, 3. And what you notice is when you do it either way, it doesn't really matter. That's why a lot of times what we say is multiplication is cumulative, meaning 6 times 3 is the same thing as 3 times 6. It doesn't matter which way you write the sets, because 6 plus 6 is 12, plus another 6 is 18. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Either way you add it up, you're going to get the same answer. So important thing that's to understand about multiplication. A lot of times it's just best to work on your multiplication tables so you can quickly get that answer rather than have to write out the multiple addition to find your answer, because that's what multiplication is fair, is to simplify addition. We want to make sure they're nice and quick. So if I'm looking at 4 times 5, that means I'm going to have 4 sets of 5s or 5 sets of 4. And I'm just going to add those up. So to go and double check my answer, I know 4 times 5 because I've been doing this for so long, which I'm telling you, you're going to have to practice those multiplication skills. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. However, if I just wanted to add them up because I'm like, I kind of forget, let me just check. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus another 5 is 15, plus another 5 would be 20. And then 5 sets of 4 would be 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus another 4 is 12, plus another 4 is 16, plus another 4 would be 20. So there you go. That's how you can solve two different ways to check out multiplication and the product of two numbers.